Good morning. This is Elaine Rector with the SkuVault Seller Spotlight, where e-com entrepreneurs and business owners share advice. We talk about the crazy world of e-commerce, the challenges associated with it, and how to stay successful. Today I'm talking with Alyssa. So Alyssa, if you don't mind, in a few sentences, just tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, good morning. My name's Alyssa Young, and I am the VP of e-commerce at The Gathering Shops. And what I do is oversee all of the e-com business, from the front-end digital marketing to the website operations, product optimization, and order fulfillment.
Great. How did you get started in e-commerce?
Well, it was a long time ago, and a company that I was working at closed. So I was looking for a new opportunity, and someone that I had worked with worked at Outpost.com. And it was really in the beginning of the internet explosion and the real dot-com boom. So I got the job there and really starting out just building, my categories within their website. And one of our biggest competitors was Amazon. So it's always funny to look back and see what their site looked at like then, and then what it looks like today, and just how the industry has really grown from that time.
Absolutely. And to that point, what do you think is the most challenging part of e-commerce currently today?
There are a lot of challenges. I think really the biggest part is that really anyone can do it. And that doesn't mean that they're doing it well, but they're out there. So there's a lot of competition. So the biggest challenge is staying on top of what is new, what's coming out, what should you be doing, what is kind of a flash in the pan and you shouldn't be investing money in. You've got to read, you've got to stay up on all the latest trends to be really good at your job. And that's something that's a little bit different than in some other industries that have been around, and kind of like once you know how to do it well, you kind of know how to do it well. You're never really an e-commerce expert. You always have to be researching and learning to stay on top of it.
What's the best advice that you could give an e-commerce entrepreneur to stay successful?
I think the best advice I could give somebody, two things. One is really think through what you're looking to do. Think through your plan, not only for today and starting out your business, but picture it and plan for it when it grows to $500,000, $1 million, $10 million. You don't want to suddenly get to that point and not have any plan for what you're going to be doing and how your business needs to shift to accommodate that. But also make sure that you've got a product or service that people want or need or that are going to buy. If you just start something and you don't really plan through and you throw it up there, reputation gets spread very quickly. And so you don't want to have a lot of negative press about you or your business or what you're doing. So that's going to take you a long time to recover. So really make sure you have a good plan, you have a good product, but that you also test and you take feedback from not only your customers, but from anyone that you can, because you may think you know, but you don't know. And it's always so enlightening to hear other people, give you feedback and have problems with things that you wouldn't think would be a problem, but they are. And so really taking that in and making adjustments when necessary to ensure that you have the best product, but also the best experience for customers.
Absolutely. So this is your opportunity to promote someone else to the show. What other top professionals in the e-com industry like yourself should be on the SkuVault Seller Spotlight podcast?
Well, I know so many great people in this industry. Two that come to mind. One is Laura Wheeler, who is my former manager at Perfumania, and somebody who just has great experience in the digital world, but also she's a visionary and she's smart and she's supportive, just a really great person to work for. And then another person is Jan Steck, who's the SVP of e-commerce at Party City. And I used to interact with her. Our companies used to run on the same e-commerce platform, so we'd meet at the conferences and things like that. And she's just super smart, such a great person, and has really been successful in her career as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving me that information. We'll definitely be sure to link up after our call and get all of that info down.
Okay.
The most important question that I have is, would you tell us about the first real roadblock that you hit in e-commerce? What did that look like, and what did you do about it?
I think the first real major challenge that I had, and excuse me, I had it at a couple places, is working for a company that's a traditional retailer in brick and mortar and being the e-commerce business of that company. You come up against a lot of resistance. And even though the company knows they should do it, or somebody told them that they should do it, that's easier said than done. And it's very hard to get the funding that you need, to get the support that you need. You're seen as an outsider when you know, and a lot of people know, how important e-commerce is and how much it's growing. So that can be a very, very big challenge. It's hard to overcome. Sometimes, you're successful. Sometimes you're not. You really have to get your facts together and research and put presentations together to make certain people see the advantage and why it's important, and then just really work to be seen and to be successful in that. So I feel like I was able to do that, but that was definitely one of the biggest challenges that I had.
Sure, definitely. Well, next, just tell us about the best way to find you and any promotions that you guys might have.
The best way to find The Gathering Shops is thegatheringshops.com. We just relaunched our website with a brand new design. I think it looks amazing, but it's so much easier to shop. We're showcasing great, not only emerging designers and local brands. There are some established brands on the site as well who just love another platform to be able to sell their products. We're at The Gathering Shops on Twitter and on Instagram and LinkedIn. So you can find us on any social media. We've got some great plans going forward, and hopefully when all of the crises in the country are over, our stores will be back open. We have 2 stores right now in New Jersey with plans to open more in the next year or so. So check it out and, shop the store and give us any feedback. Like I said, we're always open. If there are any issues or questions from customers, we welcome them, and we're happy to take that in and make adjustments and fixes if necessary.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, this is Elaine Rector with the SkuVault Seller Spotlight. If you're an entrepreneur and working in e-commerce, I would love to have you on my show. In addition, to find out how SkuVault can elevate your e-commerce business through inventory management, please feel free to message me now. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, happy selling.